Okay, so I've got this little solar pump set up that charges the battery from that solar panel, draws water from the dam and pumps it up the hill to the chook house up there. There's a tank, you can just make it out up there. So it pumps the water all the way up there. A little Flojet pump, which is a great little pump, but I'm having trouble with this pressure switch. So the plan is to replace it with a easy to get, off the shelf, off of eBay, whichever way you want to look at it, just a 40 to 60 psi pressure switch. So because I've had a little bit of trouble with this switch, I've cleaned it a couple of times, and a couple of times it just keeps playing up. So I'm going to leave the little housing in place so it doesn't leak, and I'm going to run those wires up to this pressure switch, and then I'm just going to tee the supply line for the pressure switch into there, and we'll see how we go. Okay, now, so that's worked a treat. That's how I've mounted the switch, and the wires from the pump were long enough to get up to the switch, and I can test it. This little shut off down here. Beauty. So that's a fairly, focus, you can do it. So that's a fairly cheap fix, because the switch for the bottom of this was $20 something off of the internet, plus $10 postage, and I couldn't even be certain it was the right one. But I've worked with these switches before. That was $13 from eBay, and that's just worked an absolute treat. So I've just teed it into that line from there, and yeah, job done. So this is the tank it pumps to, and this here is what shuts the pump on and off, obviously with back pressure down the line. And it's a good little pump, that one, because it pumps from all the way down, focus, you can do it, that little square housing down there, and that supplies water for our chooks. And these noisy bloody things, they're being quiet at the moment, but believe me, that's not common. Yeah, so that's what supplies water for our chooks up to this tank up here.